The dunes were clean people, even with plastic covers on the furniture. They took the vaccine together at the local grocery store. The kids were so happy they were going to be able to see their friends at school again, since in order to go back you need to get vaccinated. 2 months later, the smiles began to dim into groans. Mrs. Dune, she felt something flutter in her ribs at breakfast, a soft scraping, like something tapping her from the inside. By evening, her skin looked thinner, not colorless, thinner, like parchment held to light. You could see the faint shapes of her veins like blue cracks under old glass. She said she was fine. Oliver Dune, he collapsed in school while he was in the bathroom. No one saw him, though he wasn't going to go tell the nurse since he didn't want to be sent home, until he felt like throwing up. When he threw up, it wasn't food. It was thin strands of pale tissue, like something inside him had come loose. Doctors thought it was a parasite. Mr. Dune, he woke up screaming before dawn. His chest was caving inward, like something was sucking on his lungs from behind his ribs. When he coughed, bits of gray, softened cartilage sprayed into his palm. He didn't show his wife or son. He didn't want to scare them. They all sat in the living room together, too tired to speak. That's when Mrs. Dune screamed. When she bit her food, her teeth fell onto her plate. Inside, the virus was eating her gums. Her gums were already hitting the root of her teeth. Oliver watched her jaw fall lower and lower and said quietly, "Mommy, your teeth are loose." Within hours, the Dunes' organs softened, their insides folding into themselves. Their spines bent like drying flowers. Their voices thinned until they were only small, cracking breaths. Oliver tried walking outside to ask for help from an ambulance, but his knees gave out as soon as he stepped outside. The virus already reached his heart. When the neighbors finally called for help, paramedics found the parents, with their faces slammed into their food, completely still. Not dead, not alive, something in between, hollowed, their insides eaten, their bodies preserved like dolls stuffed with nothing but air. The house was sealed. Everything inside burned, but people still swear that at night, when the wind slides past the boarded windows, you can hear soft scraping inside, like fingers dragging over the walls, searching for someone to touch, searching for a new home. A rumor slipped out of the quarantine tents. One of them had moved. Not much, just a twitch, a tiny, delicate flutter of a finger beneath the body cloth. At first, the paramedic who saw it thought it was a muscle spasm. They'd pulled back the sheet. It was Mrs. Dune. Something pulsed beneath her skin. Not a heartbeat, those were long gone. More like waves, traveling under her flesh, rolling from her toes up to her throat, then down again. At one point, her stomach rose as if something underneath had balled itself into a fist. Turns out it was the virus moving through her empty corpse.